right, I'm Real from That's a Plug, and we're here live with Miss
Tawina Clarke. How are you?
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for inviting us out to this beautiful event.
Thank you for
Speaking
coming.
Of this event, the Coconut Mrkt. Tell us about it.
Well, the Coconut Mrkt was started officially June 23rd. The doors open. And the reason why I decided to do it was because I myself am a small business owner. I have my company, The Hut Salute, and I wasn't finding spaces that accommodated my needs.
Live with Miss
Simone Augusto, yeah?
Okay, what we got going on right here? There's a whole lot of art going on.
Yes, so I am a portrait artist. I do a lot of portrait artwork. This is like my newest collection where I do broken glass portraits. So you have, for example, the crushed Prince, the crushed Dorothy Dandruff, and then also I have a Kate Michelle piece. This is actually the first one I did in this type of style, so I'm definitely looking forward to branching out. I have a Marilyn Monroe one behind you. This right here is some of my earlier works this year, and that's Rihanna, so I'm going to actually combine the two. So I'm a portrait artist from DC, and I'm just experimenting with art.
What made you get into the whole portrait artist space?
Well, honestly speaking, I've been painting since the 3rd grade, since I can remember. And I remember in the 3rd grade is when I won my first state fair show. It was a second prize, and I did a self-portrait piece, but I did it in a Marilyn Monroe style, that Andy Warhol. So ever since then, I knew I wanted to be an artist. So ever since the 3rd grade, I graduated with my bachelor's from the Art City of Washington, majored in graphic design, but still focused on fine arts. So I've always done it.
Where you see yourself going next? What's your plateau?
That's a very good question. I really want to, lately I've been doing much larger artwork. I just recently did a 6-foot piece of Aaliyah in broken glass, and I also did a Kim Porter piece in broken glass as well. So what I'm looking to do is maybe get more into, I want to say not necessarily commercial art, but I just want to be able to provide art for those with big spaces.
I had a question about this broken glass. How dangerous is it to be broken glass art? It looks like it's real.
It is. It can get pretty dangerous. I definitely use gloves when working with the broken glass and goggles. When I first started off, I remember I rubbed my eye one time, and I just had like some crystal. I didn't, it was like dust or something. And I rubbed my eye, and they don't say my eye is burning. But yeah, so definitely I'm careful. I have someone who actually crushes the glass for me, so that part I don't have to really do too much. But handling, I wear gloves. I use a tweezer when I gotta get specific, and then keeping it safe. Yeah.
Last but not least, just shout out your brand, where we can find you at, email, website, social media.
Well, my name is Simone Augustoye. You can find me on all my social outlets, Simone Augustoye, SIMONE_AGOUSSOYE. Everything is Simone Augustoye. My email at Gmail, SimoneAugustoye.com, Simone Augustoye, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything Simone Augustoye.
With That's a Plug, and I'm here live with Miss
Tawina Boy from Sweet Treats CMV.
Hey, what is Sweet Treats exactly?
We bake everything from scratch, custom, all quality ingredients, just great stuff.
How'd you start it?
It's a funny story. A friend of mine, I wanted to get a cake from Charm City Cakes up in Baltimore a few years ago, and they quoted me $600. It was worth it, but I couldn't afford that. So I said, let me try to do it on my own. And YouTube and going to culinary school, I just figured out how to do it. And I made the cake for them, and that's that.
So what type of products you sell exactly? I see we got cakes, we got brownies, we got marshmallows. A lot going on right now. What we got?
You know, I can do anything. I can do cakes. I work with chocolate. I can do just about anything.
I'm live here with Miss
Tammy Freeman.
Tammy Freeman. What we have here?
So my business is called Stolen Story. We are a social enterprise. We work with women throughout Africa and the African diaspora who are using their business to make a change in their communities, be it social change, economic change, or political change. So they're creating products, and we bring their products here to the U.S. To help scale their impact. So everything I have here is either from Haiti, Trinidad and Tobago, Kenya, Brazil.
What made you want to do this? What made you want to start?
So I'm actually a social impact consultant. So I work with social businesses around the world, particularly in Kenya and in Brazil. And so one of the things that we don't get is good positive images of countries where there are a lot of black and brown people. So when I travel and I went there, I was like, there's a lot of people doing amazing things, but we don't get that information. We get the bad part, we get the negative things. And so I was like, you can't, when you travel, it's hard to just leave and like go back to how you were. So it became incumbent upon me to bring these items to the U.S., not just to sell items, but to tell people about what's happening, tell people the story behind it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Where can we find you? Social media, website?
All online. So it's Stolen Story Inc. So Stolen Story INC on Facebook and Instagram. StolenStoryInc.com.
So I thought, what better way to create the coconut market? My background is Afro-Caribbean, I'm Afro-Guyanese, and so I wanted a fusion of the Caribbean along with my African roots, but not just limiting it from there. So that's why I chose the coconut as our symbol, because the coconut is used not just in the Caribbean or Africa, you know, it's also used in Latin America and South Asia and the Pacific and Middle Eastern countries. So
Here live lounging on the couch with
Peace Crown.
Peace Crown. What do you do exactly?
So I make meditation loungers and furniture for the Afro feature, and I also make satin nightcaps for your hair.
What was your motivation to start doing this, making stuff?
Actually, I was fundraising to study abroad in Ghana,
Okay.
and I decided to sew like a pillow, Africa-shaped pillows, and to sell that to raise some money, and I did well. When I got to Ghana, I fell in love with fabric shopping in the market. So I came back with tons of fabric, and I decided to create. Yeah.
So one of these right here, one of these very comfortable meditation lounges, how much do they usually go for?
They range, if it's Ankara, it's usually like 110, 120. The mud cloth, about 200. It goes up, yeah, depending on the filler.
How long does it take to make one of these pieces?
Well, I've progressed. It used to take like a whole day, but now I can knock one out in about 4 hours.
That's great.
The study meditation.
You said it's memory foam that we're sitting on right now? As you can see, I'm not sinking. I'm not sinking at all. I'm staying in the same spot. Very comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like it. I like it. Tell them where we can follow you at, website, where we can buy, purchase, all that good stuff.
Okay, my website is peacecrown.com. That's crowned with no E, it's just a D. And then Instagram, peacecrown.d at Instagram.com.
I'm Naomi.
All right. What we got here? What's the name of your brand?
Okay, so I'm Naomi, but I go by Indie G the artist. The name of everything is Indie G Shops.
Okay.
So everything is handmade by me. I hand wrap my crystal jewelry. We have rings, we have earrings, we have pendants. Crystals are very important regarding energy and aligning chakras.
Right.
I also have these body oils. My body oils are very special to me because they're made with certain herbs. So I have rose petals in a few, lemongrass in a few, and they all have a theme and a meaning behind them. So something may be attraction, or something may be like lemongrass for protection. And then I have sugar scrubs, handmade by me, and body butters. So my body butters is a big deal for me because I use real oatmeal in those body butters. The blue one is made with coconut oil. And I like to do that because it doesn't leave an oily film on your skin. And this is Grandma's Jewelry Box. So Grandma's Jewelry Box is a charm bracelet. So it works like where you get the charm, you get the bracelet, and you can add as many charms on there as you want. So
how much does this stuff usually range from the price tag?
I'm gonna say starting at, so earrings are like anywhere between 15 and 20, rings are 25, pendants are 30, my special butterfly pendants are 40, and specialty pendants are 40. And I do crowns as well.
So as far as the chakras and the energy and stuff, how'd you get into all that type of stuff?
So I'm a healer. I'm into self-love. I work with special needs kids. And I've always been the person who's been into holistic healing and meditation. And I have crystals at home. And I used to go out and buy them and put them in little cages.
Right.
And then something said, try to wrap them yourself. And I did it. And ever since then, like, it's been therapeutic for me.
Okay.
So it's therapeutic for me to provide other things to people to help them love themselves.
Word, that's dope.
Yeah.
So tell us where we can find you at, social media, website, all that good stuff.
So my Instagram is NDG Shops. My website is ndgtheartist.bigcartel.com. And everything else you can find me at NDG Shops. And I'm also exhibited artist. So I have artwork over there.
Yeah, I like going on.
Yes.
You heard it here first. Come get your energy right, your chakras right, and all that good stuff.
Hi, I'm Anna.
Anna, all right, what we got going on here, Anna?
This is my shop. It's called Jungle and Loom, and we mount tropical plants, indoor tropical plants, to cork bark or antique baskets.
Are they real?
They are alive. They're all alive. Yeah.
So what is this stuff around it that's keeping it all together?
So I'm going to show you on this one because it's smaller. The plant, the moss, covers the soil and the roots of the plant. So to water it, they're supposed to hang on the wall. This is a copper hook. But to water them, you just take them off and like get this wet. I use my kitchen sink because that's where the nutrients can absorb, and then they're good to go. After they've been watered, I let them sit for an hour or so, and then you can hang them back up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's very light.
How long do they last?
They'll last as long as you water and like give it light. It's a plant, so.
Why'd you start this? What made you start this?
I always had a ton of plants. I really love plants. I was making them in my home for myself, and then people always complimented me on them, so I decided to sell them.
How's the business going?
I just got my business license like 3 months ago, and this is only my second pop-up, but so far so good. Yeah.
Tell them where we can check you out at, social media, website, anything you got.
Totally. So I have an Etsy shop at Jungle and Loom, and then I also have an Instagram page that you can DM me, or if you have any special requests for specific plants or specific sizes, also at Jungle and Loom.
I'm here live with Miss
Elena Spate.
Elena Spate. What we got going on here? What's the name of your brand?
My name of brand is Ink Designs, and I have prints of my watercolor paintings as well as some stickers and some enamel pins.
Okay. What made you start this? Where did it start?
I've been painting forever. I just figured this is another stream of income, so can be more self-sufficient.
Right. Why art?
It's just that's always been there. Yeah.
The Coconut Mrkt. What do you like about this environment?
I like how it's kind of funky and fun, and I love all the music and being able to meet all the other African and Black artists and vendors.
Where can we check you out at? Find you, social media, follow, all that good stuff.
My Instagram is Think Inked Art. My Etsy shop is Ink Design Shop, and that's about it.
I'm here live with Mr.
Carl Oben.
Carl Rogan. Pleasure to meet you, sir. What
How's
we
it
got
going?
going on here?
I am the co-founder of Chocolate City Teas, and we are a duo of two psychologists. And we make t-shirts, and we donate 15% of our proceeds to classroom teachers all over DC, Baltimore, Virginia, Philly, everywhere.
Wow. Psychology and t-shirts, how does that come together?
Right, so we are school psychologists, right? And if any school psychologists out there, one important thing you gotta know is we do a lot of observations, right? So one day, we were doing an observation, and we noticed that all these teachers, they're buying pens and paper and classroom notebooks and lunches, and they're not being reimbursed.
Right.
So we were like, how can we reimburse teachers? We started a t-shirt company, donate the money to teachers, and that's how it started.
That's dope. That's dope. How long you been doing it?
For a year. Yeah, exactly a year.
Where you want to go next? Where you see your brand going?
Hopefully we want to start expanding. We have an online shop that's opening up very, very soon. And right now it's our goal to donate $1,000 to a teacher. So we've gotten up to about 360 so far. So we're just going to keep on moving that ladder. The more teachers people buy, the more money that we can donate. Yeah.
So you heard it here first, man. Get your t-shirt. T-shirt, my man. Shout out the brand. Shout out social media, website, all that good
Definitely. Again, Chocolate City Tees. We are at Chocolate City Tees on Instagram, at Chocolate City Tees on Facebook. Website is coming very, very soon. Support your teachers. Thank you.
Look, and I'm here live with Miss
Grace.
Grace.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What we have going on? What's your brand? What do you do?
My brand is called Bella Colo. It's on bellacolo.com and on Instagram as Bella Colo Design. I make African clothing from African print called Ankara. Yes, and I hand make everything myself. I'm trying to start a youth center. I'm from Ghana, in Ghana. So rather than asking people for money for nonprofit, I choose to make the clothing to support it. So that's basically what I do.
You have a goal on when you want to open up the youth center?
Probably 2020.
2020? What's your passion for making the clothes? Like, how did that start as far as making clothes?
It's kind of, that's basically what I grew up wearing, the African print. So I just was like, why don't I just learn how to make them myself? So I started making it for myself, and then my friends will see it and they'll be like, they like it. So then I just started making it for them too. And then
how you like the event, the Coconut Mrkt? How you like it?
It's amazing. This is my first time at any event, so it's a very good experience so far. I really love it. Yes.
One more time, tell everybody where we can check you out. We can get some of those nice clothes you got. This is one of your pieces right there?
Yes, this is one of my pieces.
Where can we get it at?
Okay, you can get it from bellacolo.com and on Instagram at Bella Colo Designs, and the same as Facebook, Bella Colo Designs.
I'm here live with
Rita Enyankusi from Adinkra Expo.
All right. And what is Adinkra Expo?
Well, Adinkra Expo is a family-owned company. We make everything in Ghana, West Africa, where we're from. So everything from clothing to accessories, all authentic, quality fabric, quality material, handmade with love from Ghana. I'm from Ghana originally, but I grew up in the U.S. and about 5 years ago I decided to move back home. And just when I was there, I just saw how people were using the traditional fabrics to make modern designs, and I really like that idea. So this has just been a way for me to kind of connect my two worlds, growing up in America and being from Ghana, and also an awesome way, really the thing that I'm most proud of is that I've been able to provide employment to people in Ghana, where it's very difficult, even as a college graduate, to get a job. So through this business, I've been able to create jobs. I've been able to help people there, also learn about the standards that we expect in America and how to produce things that people like in America. So far, so good. We've been at it for about 4 to 5 years now.
Okay. That's dope. Where you see yourself going? What's next for you?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, it's fashion, so fashion's always evolving, so there's always more to do. Maybe to get into some shops right now. We currently sell online at adinkraexpo.com, and then we do, awesome pop-ups like this to get out and meet people. But yeah, it'll be great maybe to get some of our stuff into some shops at some point in the U.S. and Europe.
I'm here live with Miss
Tanya Charles.
Charles, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Going on over here?
So, this is my little affirmation corner. I'm a mental health clinician, so I work with the mental health, and I've always told my clients they need to affirm themselves, kind of think positive thoughts. I love working with my hands, and I love arts and crafts, so I kind of made these inspired by working with other people.
What's your specialty brands? What you got?
So I have affirmation cards. They come in different themes. Dr. Seuss, Oh, the Place You'll Go. I love that book. Bible verses. women quotes by African American women, and inspirational quotes.
What's your favorite affirmation?
My favorite affirmation is Dr. Martin Luther King. If you can't fly, if you can't walk, then fly. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, something. But keep moving forward. Keep pushing forward. That's what you got to do. Yeah.
So in terms of your brand and what we can purchase, other than beautiful events like this, where we got to come out and have the opportunity to interact with the vendors, where can we purchase your wonderful products?
On Instagram or Etsy. So you can mostly find me on Instagram at The Therapist Corner. And then that's where you can find everything else.
I'm here live with Yvonne from Afro Threads. What do we have here? What is Afro Threads?
So Afro Threads is dedicated to sharing authentic African fabric with the world. So we have hand-woven fabrics. These are hand-woven in northern Ghana. We have kente cloth. We also educate people about the meaning, the origin of the kente cloth. We have wax prints from Ghana, and we also have hand-dyed prints from Nigeria. I also make a small collection of accessories and decor with the fabrics. So triangle scarves out of the kente cloth, coasters out of various fabrics, and also recently cat ear headbands for little girls. So just really trying to encourage people to be creative with the fabric. Comes in 3 and 4 yard pieces, 6 yard pieces. Either you can mix up yourself or hook you up with someone that knows how to make clothing or make other items.
Gotcha. So what was the motivation behind the whole brand and the fabrics and making it?
So my family's from Ghana, and I go to Ghana often. I have clothing made, but recently, my trips have been a little bit shorter. I haven't had time to really do that. Plus, I've been finding out that a lot of the fabrics are actually imitations from China. So I saw myself like, with this day and age with technology, we should be able to order the fabric from Ghana easily, and I should be able to find someone in my backyard that can make something for me. So.
You do me a favor, just shout out your social media, where we can find your website, anything else?
Yes, I'm on Instagram, Shop Afro Threads, and website is www.shopafrothreads.com.
You heard it here first, Shop Afro Threads. Don't hurt yourself.
That's a plug. Represent. That's a plug.
That's a plug. That's what it is.
That's a plug.
Oh, everyone check out That's the Plug. They're great. All right, appreciate it.
That's a plug. Thank you. That's a plug.
All right.
That's the plug. Thanks so much for the interview. Appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Of course, that's the plug. Letting you know what's really going on behind the scenes.
All right.
That's the plug. The only plug. The right plug.
Thank you so much.
They can sell in so many other spaces, diversify their clientele. As you see in our space right now, it's very diverse and people are loving all types of foods. So it's not that people won't purchase from them. It's just if you're not in those spaces where they're available, then how would they know about you?
Exactly.